Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Monday. We have changed our schedule to episodes coming out every Monday, just in case you didn't get the memo. We did not have an episode last week, sorry for personal reasons, but let's get right into it. I've missed you guys. How's everyone been?
Man, I'm tired. I'm glad to
Filled with
finally be a
work.
senior.
Well, you're not a senior yet. You still have to do summer school. But
I don't. Okay, first of all, no. I have the credits to be a senior. Go fuck yourself, Chris.
I'll fuck you instead. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Whoa.
fuck.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
bro.
yo.
All right,
Hey,
but
whoa.
on another topic of fucking dudes, we all said this earlier, but I think we should include it in the podcast. Jade, what's the one celebrity you'd let take you down and do you dirty in the sheets?
Whoa.
We
The one
have talked
celebrity?
about that.
Yeah, we did
have
talk about
talked
this,
about it.
and
Does
we
it
all
have to
said
be-
no. Listen, we all said the same fucking answer.
Right.
Does it
Mr.
have to be a man
Deadpool
or-
himself.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah,
Ryan Reynolds.
always. Hell yeah.
Woo!
It have to be Ryan
Woo!
Reynolds. There's no other
Yeah.
man worthy.
I don't know. I mean, Chris Evans, bro.
Yo,
Chris
Michael B.
Evans.
Jordan. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Michael
bro.
B. Jordan.
Hey,
nah.
shit. Michael
Hey,
Jordan, too.
yo.
I
Hey,
mean,
he's
maybe.
kind of old now. He's like 65. I'm pretty sure he got erectile dysfunction.
Michael B. Jordan is
Oh.
not 60, bro.
No, he said
What?
Michael Jordan.
Oh no. Also, on the last episode, I said that the J. Cole album was half good, half bad. I take my statement back. I re-listened to it, and it is album of the year. Just like it has to be.
It's
album of the year.
amazing.
It's
Bro.
amazing.
It's such a
If
good
he
album.
gets snubbed again, like fucking Kendrick did when he released Mad City.
Speaking of, Kendrick
Disrespectful.
hasn't released a album in forever, man. What the fuck?
I was vibing to some Kendrick on my way home today, dude. I was pouring my heart out with them lyrics.
I love being able to just like on a hard day's work, you get in your car and you just blast music and you scream your heart out, bro. That shit is the best
Dude,
feeling.
I was just driving home. I was pouring my heart out the whole time. We had some Cole playing, some Wu-Tang playing, had some
Ooh,
Kendrick
Cole playing.
playing, a little bit of Cudi. Like,
It's definitely.
it
I
was a
can't do-
vibe.
Oh wait, no, I can't. I'm thinking of Playboy Cardi. I can't do Playboy Cardi. Some of his songs are kind of good, but people who say he's like the goat, y'all need to get it
He's
together.
definitely not the GOAT. He's got some good songs. I can't deny that. The GOAT? No. Shut up, Kyle. You only know two fucking rappers, and one's the baby.
Oh, he also quit the team. Did you guys see that?
Oh yeah, because personal reasons.
Yeah, I mean, he was just promoting the album, if we're being real. Like,
Well, he's
Plus, there's-
cold, but he. I mean,
I wouldn't say he's
How many
cold.
points did he
alright? I can't
He's-
say
he's
He's
that.
definitely cold with it.
he's G League talent. I'll say that at least. If he were to go pro in America, he's at least G League talent, and he has
G-League,
played
what the
cross
fuck
country
is that?
for it. It's like the league below the NBA, but the NBA still owns it. It's like where players go if they're too bad or if they're like
So it's
working on their
the
game.
trash.
They can
of
get
the
caught. What?
NBA.
There, it's like AAA for baseball.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
I know
it's
what you're
like-
talking
either.
about.
It's like
Yeah,
that.
I feel you
but-
though. I feel you though.
Yeah, they can get called up at any time. Like the Warriors, I forget what the Warriors G League team is, but there's a G League team for every team in the league.
That whole album, man, it made me like. If you really listen to the lyrics, it makes you want to get up and do something. You know, like just be motivated.
I'm gonna be honest. Every time I
Hmm.
listen to that album, I'm too high to listen to the lyrics. So
The lyrics are
No, if
actually
you-
really good. And
if you
all of
really
his albums have
listen
always
to it-
been like that.
Oh,
On
yeah.
that, so-
But this album,
Hey,
every song is so good. Like every song is a banger. It just has beautiful
the viewers
lyricism,
and
like beautiful storytelling. It's amazing.
I actually shaved today, boy.
He did amazing with this album. It was worth the
Yeah,
wait.
he really did. And no, it really did make you want to get fucking motivated, man. And I wish I would like. I know I've said this before, but I wish I would have done like track or something. I did track for like 2 weeks and then I quit. But
Why? Because you had to shave your legs, right?
No, that was for
What?
bodybuilding. Is what he
That
said.
was
Is
for
like,
bodybuilding.
I have the ability to do cross country. I just don't feel
Mhm.
like it. Like
Those
I can
people are
definitely run
freaks,
for
bro.
hours.
People who
I
can
know,
run for
right?
like
I
6 miles and just non-stop, like that's insane. I don't know.
I
I could
used to
do
be
it. I
able to
just
do
have to
that
put
like
myself through it.
before like 7th grade. I was literally like running was my thing, and then I stopped. Like I got so out of shape because I decided to get lazy.
We all did.
You got the motivation. I can go and run 3 miles.
You know
like
what, Jaden?
nonstop,
You still have
just
your
beat
gym
one.
membership, right?
Yeah, but
Are
honestly,
you? Are you?
I do a few push-ups at home to get myself in the rhythm, but I only keep the gym membership to like be like, oh, someday I'll go do it. But really, I like working out at home.
Listen,
It's a lot
is
better.
does your gym allow +1s, or would I have to get a membership?
You'd have to pay me, and then I can just upgrade.
So on top of the $40,
But doesn't worry about it. But um, oh man, I think that if we really like, if you put your mind to it, you really can do much more than you think. Like, if you set a goal for yourself and you reach that goal every time without like pushing yourself, then you need to set a higher goal because you're really not pushing yourself like you think you are. So like, if you
Yeah.
do 20 push-ups for like
Yeah.
a month straight and you're good at doing 20 push-ups and you don't move up to like
Even
30
if it
push-ups,
builds up to like 30.
yeah, like it's
You
just
gotta keep
always gotta
building up
keep.
or else you don't go anywhere with it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to really push it, like it's mind over matter always, because if you get your mind right, all the other problems go away. You know, all the little problems that were there before will just like disintegrate because your mind knows how to deal with those things. And that's like a big thing about mental health. Mental health is one of the biggest things that gets these people up onto the platforms that they have. There's people out there, like a big inspiration is the Joe Rogan podcast. And I don't think he'll ever hear this, but I love you, Joe. Anyway, I think that mental health is such an important part of getting to your goal, because if you're not in the right mindset, and of course there's people who've done it without being in a right, like Steve-O came to fame because he was crazy, but now he's like 11 years sober, I believe, and he's like gotten his shit together.
Yeah.
I'd say Matt look it up, but Matt's no longer with us. He didn't die. He just quit the podcast.
Yeah, for
I'm just
he has
got an
a
outlaw.
yeah, he's got shitty equipment, and I'm not gonna buy it for him, so he's out. Sorry, guys. But
It's just because he doesn't want to sit in on his phone. He could easily do that.
Yeah.
that's
You
whatever.
ain't putting in the grind like me, bro. Like, come on, man. I will crash
I wonder
the
if he's
airplane
gonna get.
if I have to do the podcast on a Wednesday. I will turn on my Wi-Fi and my data, and I will murder everybody on that plane just to do the podcast.
What?
I'm not making terroristic threats, but no, I'm fine.
That's what it sounds like, my friend.
No, I just turn off my airplane mode. Probably wouldn't get any service, 30,000 feet in the air, but worth a shot.
So now that COVID restrictions are kind of lifting up, how do you guys think that? Do you guys think it's gonna take
There's
a
gonna
while?
be another wave. There's gonna be another
okay,
wave.
So listen, I'm fully vaccinated, so I don't have to follow the guidelines, but I'm still gonna fucking wear a mask. Like, I'm not gonna risk it at all
yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah, it's because there's still a chance that you can get it. Of course,
It's like
smaller.
wearing a condom
way-
or being on birth control. Like, it's not guaranteed. It helps, but
It's like wearing a
not
condom with a
100%.
hooker. You don't know if you're gonna wake up peeing, and it's gonna burn.
Fucking
It's
purple.
just you're taking a chance. But
Honestly,
you
I
guys
don't
yeah,
wear my
brother.
mask.
Not everybody at
What?
once now. Come on.
I said honestly, I don't ever wear my mask anymore.
I wear
That's
it
not good.
like.
I
but if
wear
I'm
it
like,
for decency. I think that to be decent to other people, you just wear your mask, man. Like, it's whatever.
If I'm like
But
10 feet away from somebody, then like I'll take it off of my nose. But as soon as they come within like 6 feet, it's back on my face.
you guys think it's
I
gonna
wore
take a
mine to
while
school.
for? What were you
No,
saying?
because after the summer, our school is going straight back to like normal. Normal. So like, everybody's gonna be forced in person, but it may not. I don't know for sure if it's gonna like.
Well, what do you think it's gonna take a long time, or like, do you think it's gonna be lifted within like
Take a long
year?
time for everything to go back. I think
I don't know if we're ever gonna go back to normal, if I'm being honest. Like, from what we're looking at right now, it's gonna be hard to go back to normal because everyone's just gonna be paranoid forever. Which honestly I don't understand. I mean, I understand that people are dying, but if you look at the numbers, man, it's like it's kind of hard
that's
to.
we're not even
Not
we're
as
not
high
even
as you
the
think it is.
yeah. It people are definitely blowing it out of proportion, but at the same time, like
Like even up until a couple months ago, they were counting people who just kind of like ended up with COVID in their system
and still
just died
died.
of other reasons
Yeah,
as people who died of COVID. It was blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as bad
the-
as we
the-
think it is, but I don't think we're gonna go back to normal either.
Well,
I
definitely
don't
do
ever
think
think we're
that-
gonna.
I think it's gonna take a couple years, but I'm sure we'll be normal eventually.
No, yeah.
Like once
But
we
I
get
also
like
think
Yeah, no virus.
It'll
no
be a
virus
different
is
normal,
gonna-
but it'll be back to somewhat normal life.
yeah.
mhm.
Yeah,
But I also think
we're
that
gonna look
it's
back on
gonna-
this and have
What
our
were you saying?
laughs. I said we're gonna look back on this and just have our laughs. Hey, you remember 2020 when Kobe died and all this shit happened and whew.
It definitely
Yeah.
it definitely screwed a lot of people over, I think financially too, like with unemployment and all that. Now people like with what we talked about last time about, like the $17 McDonald's wage. Like a lot of people are getting screwed over.
Changing a
and
lot of stuff.
now they're thinking about, different changes and all that, and now people are just looking at the way we run things differently. It's not going to be, I'm not saying that we won't go back to, no masks and acting like normal people, but it's never going to be the same as a nation because of what we went through. And we went through many different things during COVID, like the riots, the this whole presidential
The election.
the election. Yeah, that was rough, man, because now, and even below them, like the mayors, like don't quote me on this, but I remember there was this thing I saw that the mayor of New York, when COVID was starting, he put all of the COVID, because they didn't have any enough hospital space, right? So they put all the COVID victims in elderly homes, like nursing homes, which
No.
you would think that's not very smart, but he did it anyway, and there was a lot of deaths. And
Well, it's because their nervous system isn't as strong.
well,
The
of course,
respiratory
but
system.
they knew that the elderly were at risk, and he still did it. And that's what I'm saying. Like we don't even have competent mayors like to run anything right now. I mean, of course, I'm not speaking for all mayors, but I'm just saying that the whole, government right now is just in disarray because of what's going on. And as much as we put our trust in the government, dude, they don't know what the fuck they're doing either. Like, they're all like scattered and running around, and it's kind of weird. What were you saying?
There's no realistic way to fix it either. Like, the government is always going to be fucked. It's always going to have people that are greedy and don't care about others, only care about themselves. Unless, like,
Yeah.
we did a complete re-election of the entire government, even the school boards, it's going to stay fucked.
But even with a re-election,
Yeah.
it's gonna be the same shit over again. And with this whole presidential election, like, people are just now coming off of like these crazy Trump supporters. Like, I don't have, okay, if you're a Trump supporter, I understand, but there were people who were worshiping this man like he was a god, right? And we've never seen that, and it was ridiculous. Well,
you got Putin, you got fucking, who is that guy before? I can't remember. Kim Jong-un.
okay,
who was
but
that
those
guy
are
in
different.
Cuba?
Those are dictatorships. So this is a president. You know, we've always had like the way Obama. I don't care what, like his policies and shit, but he was a good like, he carried himself very well, right? And then when Trump came along, it was just like, oh, he's fucking crazy, dude. Like, he's doing this crazy shit. And it's just kind of like, where do we go from here, right? And then now we have Joe Biden, which everyone is kind of weary about because he can barely pronounce his words. But it seems that he looks for unification, but they all do. You know, you can't believe any one of them because they all say they want that, but they barely do anything about that, or like about us, the country, and all that.
Speaking of Biden, have y'all seen the stuff where he's like completely against the vice president now?
I
Like,
wonder why.
doesn't want to talk to her and shit.
Harris?
I have
Why?
nothing against Biden. I don't like Harris. Not because she's a woman.
I don't mind that she's a woman. It's the fact that she wants to. What did she want to make school 6 days a week? She wants to she wants to completely legalize pot again. I don't see why. Like, you have caffeine.
You had me with the
sugar,
first
and
one,
alcohol.
and then the second one just completely brought it all down. Why?
So
That is such a stupid thing to believe in. Why would you think that smoking a plant is bad for anybody?
Yeah.
Like, it's like going outside and smoking some
People
grass.
smoke cigarettes. They vape.
Okay,
yeah,
the,
you got
the reason
cigarettes.
the reason that they actually like banned pot, like made it illegal to begin with, is because it was mainly African Americans doing it, and it made white people uncomfortable around them, making them think that they stuck out and like went out of their place. And so to, I guess, just combat that, they just were like, hey, fuck you and your plant.
Among the racial reasons, it was also that the government couldn't tax it because it was mainly sold on street corners by random people, and they couldn't control it at all. I think that's why there's a lot of dispensaries nowadays, just so they could tax it. But even if they legalized it, the tax money they would make off of it is so substantial.
That's the thing. They would make
like,
so much money if they would just legalize it. Like, it
our
works for
economy would-
everybody.
Yeah.
It would boom. It would fucking boom. And
Like, isn't there a
I
thing
don't
where
The
understand
tax on it in places like Colorado is insane.
Mhm.
But it's
But
taking money away from
like-
the hospitals. That's why they don't like it, because it's taking, not hospitals, but pharmacies, sorry. It's taking away from, pharmaceutical companies, which are killing you anyway.
Mhm.
I think that all these pharmaceutical companies, all they're doing is just taking money from us and killing us. Like,
and the fact that they can prescribe things like Xanax, it's stupid. Is it a painkiller?
I don't know.
it's a muscle.
Xanax is a weird one.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
But
Go on.
I know in Florida you could like just buy Xanax. You didn't need a prescription or anything for the longest time. Like,
yeah,
and
But-
now it's like you need it prescribed because people use Xanax just as a drug. They go fucking apeshit with it.
hmm but
And there's so many like rappers that talk about it, like they take it all the time, and it's just like, okay, that's cool, but think about the people that are gonna take it and think that it's cool, and now that they're just gonna be fiending for it.
Oh
It's
my
like,
god. Oh my.
Alprazolam is used to treat anxiety and panic disorders. It belongs to a class of medications called benzodiazepines. Sorry, I butchered that name. Which act on the brain and nerves to produce a calming effect. It works by enhancing the effects of certain natural chemicals in the body. So it's essentially to treat anxiety and all that good stuff. And the thing is, there's a lot of people that could use that for good, you know? But when these people just abuse it, and then people, you know, they sell these different medications to people who don't even need them, and all of a sudden you're just killing more and more people because it's not even none of these medications are helping people. You know, you give out placebos just about every other week to people who think they're gonna get better, and they don't.
Yeah,
And
you never know if you can get a placebo or the actual thing.
Yeah, and they think that they get better, but realistically, their body's still dying. They just don't know it.
And doctors barely know anything about nutrition, man. Like,
and sometimes the placebo.
Obese doctors. Like, you would think that if you're a doctor, right, and you know about the body and you know about all that, you think you know how to take care of it. And I've seen many obese doctors that don't even look like they're fit to, you know, help
Yeah,
me.
doctor. Don't even look like they're fit to be a doctor.
We're on some Family Guy shit. SMH.
What?
You ain't watched Family Guy? That stupid fucking doctor from Family Guy?
Like 2 years. Oh, the fucking. Isn't he also voiced by Seth MacFarlane?
Yeah.
Is he? I don't know.
That's how some doctors be. They just don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh, yeah. I've literally. It took me a minute to like fucking piece together who the hell you were talking about.
Just Google it.
Yeah, I was like, what?
There's only one.
Who are you talking about?
There's only one.
Well, I haven't watched Family Guy in many years. I did grow up on that, though. I grew up on Adult Swim instead of Nickelodeon.
Go there and watch it.
Nah, bro, I grew up with that Nick at Night, bro.
I hated
that Nick at Night.
Nah, waking
Nick
up
at Night was hitting different.
Yeah, but
I didn't
waking
like
up
the
at
George
1 a.m.
Lopez show.
with your fucking box TV, all you hear is
George Lopez.
Fucking, bro, I never woke up.
Wasn't
to
Everybody
George
Hates Chris on there?
Okay.
I never.
I hate people. Cause in like fucking.
No.
You go.
The George Lopez show was nothing but pain when I woke up to it because it was so loud. It was so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have your TV
so
on like
loud.
1, and it was
So
and still
loud.
wake your parents up.
Yeah, it would just wake me up out of my sleep, and I was never happy because I would just watch 5
Dude, those
minutes
Roku
of it.
TVs. Those
have a
Roku TV. They're like fucking 5 volume is loud enough to fucking wake up the entire fucking house.
Yeah, and then like that's like at night, and then I'll wake up in the morning, and it'll be on the same volume, and it'll be quiet as hell.
Bro,
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. We have the same TV or something because mine should be doing the same thing. Like at night, I'll put it on like 3.
I gotta turn my
And
shit
it's
up to
like
like 20 at
through
night.
the walls. What is wrong with
I
you?
threw them.
Yeah, and then I'll be watching Soup on YouTube, and he'll start screaming. I'm like, "What the fuck is my TV on?" It'll be on like 3, and it's like I can hear it from the kitchen.
Chris.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Circling back to the
My TV has a my TV has like a reasonable
TV.
It's the inner German finally coming out, guys.
They're
Guys,
in
it's
the
finally-
attic.
There's in the attic. Zephyr's turning into. Zephyr's starting to promote, and Zephyr's promoting the main wreck, bro. I don't know. It's all good in the food, baby
But
boy.
no, circling back to the, placebos and shit. Like, man, placebos. If you don't know what a placebo is, it's basically a pill that tricks your brain into thinking that you're getting better and that you're feeling better when it's not really healing you at all.
It's
And
basically just a
there's-
capsule with sugar in it.
And there's so many placebos out there that people think are making them better when you're just paying.
It's almost as bad as the essential oil shit.
The essential
And-
oils aren't as bad. I think that some of them, they're not really meant to heal like physically, but they're meant to calm and relax people, But I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know if people are doing crazy shit with essential oils. Like, I don't know if they're just putting it in a syringe and then putting that shit into their veins like heroin.
No. People like believe in essential oils thinking they do all sorts of crazy shit though. Like it'll make me like calm and happy and like want to be murder free as a fucking sociopath. Like what?
Want to be murder
It don't do that much.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who are murder free. I don't think we all. Like, it's a very.
I don't
rare
know.
case.
You've probably shaken more
Nah.
hands with a murderer than you think.
People be believing in them
probably
essential
have.
oils though.
I mean, it's like people who believe in astrology. Like, you believe that
The stars
the
pick your fucking
alignment of the
personality.
stars pick how you're gonna act today and how
No.
good of a day you're gonna have. Like, excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was a Capri Sun until I was like 8, and even then, it wasn't any closer to my personality. It was actually the complete opposite, which was very good to hear, because then I could prove my mother wrong.
Yeah, I've heard like some things that were kind of close to me, and then like other things were completely fucking wrong.
And then people were just like, "Hey,
Okay,
know,
hold on. What are y'all
our-
going on about? I'm so sorry. I'm just like,
Astrology.
oh, I see.
astrology and shit." Yeah.
Yeah, and then like literally, I could say you have a mother and describe 100% of the people on Earth, and people be like, "How did you know? Oh my god!"
Yeah, it's like very, very.
You
vague.
forgot about
Like,
the orphans though, bro.
What'd they come out of? Fucking
what?
walrus?
Nah, the government made them, bro.
What?
The government made them. They're
That's the
bone marrow
Matrix.
babies,
Bone marrow, dude.
bro. Imagine in like 2050, we can like create people in labs, and there's like a roast going on. And be like, "Shut the fuck up, Kenny. You was made in a lab. I don't want to hear it."
I would.
I don't know why girls or women go on about that for like the bone marrow babies. Like, really?
We don't
You-
need
you
men.
think
Your baby,
that-
it's not going to be good.
Your baby isn't gonna be able to walk. Your baby's gonna have all these types of deformities, and it's gonna look.
It's gonna
Like
be
half-
alive for 2 weeks and then just like fall on the ground and die.
Oh, and those ones
Shrivel
that
up and turn
don't.
to dust.
Those ones that don't look like they were a failed abortion.
Oh.
They're gonna be stuck on the short bus for life, baby.
Since two of you live in Texas, how do y'all feel about Texas banning abortions?
I think it's bullshit because how can
Banning
it does?
abortion.
It's not gonna.
It's not going to stop
Get
them. It's
rid of-
only going to
it's-
stop the safe way of doing it.
Yeah. And technically, they're not even banning it. They're reducing.
The
they're
likelihood
reducing-
of the mother's survival.
No, they're reducing how long they have until it's too late to get an abortion.
But still, like, if you get raped
Oh.
and you don't realize that you're pregnant, and you're like 3 months in,
Exactly.
you're fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah, you have 15 weeks to find out if you're pregnant or not.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
that's really. I think that I was always pro-choice, just because people, we're supposed to be free, man. If you want to kill your baby, kill your baby. It's murder, though, and you should
Get that
look at
cocaine
it
in there.
as if it's murder. So, but you are just killing a baby. It's
There are
not
certain
like there's-
cases when it's okay.
It is okay in certain cases, like if
It's
you,
not
let's
like
say,
you could
like,
just
if-
be.
What happened?
It was Rhythm.
Rhythm left. Stefan freaked out for a second.
I feel like abortion is a sensitive thing. Like, you can't just be going around getting an abortion because, well, I fucked too many dudes. Time to kill another baby. Like,
Yeah.
that's dumb.
Oh yeah, that's not
But if
okay.
you were a victim of like rape or any other sexual assault that you didn't want, like you can't, or if you're too young to afford a baby and take care of the baby, and you like literally cannot, unless you are completely able to take care of the baby, you should not be allowed to have a baby. I think that's a fair point. So it should be a
Exactly.
choice to
Well,
those. But if
there's
if you
also-
just got pregnant on a late night stand, or one night stand, you shouldn't. You know, it doesn't matter for you. You're gonna have that baby. Sorry, it sucks.
Well,
If
same
you're just
argument
going
with-
around raw dogging random dudes, like, it's your fault. Like,
Take that rubber
oh, yeah.
off, you fucked that
like it's
bitch.
not
Meat
a
to meat.
well.
Meat to
Yeah.
meat to meat. But like
Yeah.
on the topic of just raw dogging, if you're a teenager and you get pregnant, you know the risks because you're obviously going behind somebody's back to do it. And like, if you're a teenager, go ahead, have fun, have sex, but wear a condom. You know, take Plan B if you have to. Just don't get pregnant on purpose. It's stupid.
Like, if you're just trying to get Private Johnson to get promoted, cool, whatever. Be safe about it.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid.
Do you guys think that? What do you guys think about like strict parents on that? Like how strict parents
Well,
are very.
I think
like,
that's
they
a bad
think
thing.
Of sex.
Parents should
they
be
think of
open about
sex
stuff
as
like
a
that.
horrible thing.
well, there's the parents that, like, I really thought I was gonna be abstinent until I got married, but obviously that didn't fucking happen. But strict parents,
sure we
all
all
they
thought
do
that.
is, yeah, no, we're drug free. No, fucking, all strict parents do is teach their kids how to go behind people's back, be good at hiding shit. But
Yeah.
your parents should be open about it. Like my mom, she wouldn't let me smoke weed a lot. Like she'd be like, "Here's a little bit here, here's a little bit there," but now, like, she's chill about it. Like she's not, drugs are bad, don't do it, and then she does them. You know.
But
Yeah.
you can change a lot of people's perspective if you just open them up to an idea. Like if you grew up, let's say, in a very open-minded environment, it's easier to change minds from if you've seen it from a different perspective, you know? Like,
Yeah.
but with people who are very closed-minded, they seem to be more, I wouldn't say bitter people, but they just seem to have more angst towards other people. Like they're not very kind, and they don't understand.
This is how.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say this is how like Karens come, is because well, if I can't, they're like raised to believe that this is how it's gonna be. This is how like I was raised, so this is how your kid should have been raised, and this is how, and I'm gonna push it onto you because I feel like you're a terrible mother and this and that. Like that shit just pisses me off.
I can't
the thing
say-
with that. The thing with
Well,
that also is, Jesus Christ, Jade, go.
I can't say that all people who are like that, like closed-minded individuals, are all bad. I think that I've met people who just don't want to accept other ideas, and they think that, and they think that their idea is the best, and they are not going to open to anything, but they're kind people. And I just think that it's sad to see people who can't be open-minded in this world when there's so much to explore, you know? Like there's so many amazing things to see and
You're fucking
experience.
oyster champ. Explore, experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if your kid, like, okay, I've had some experiences that I've tried by like going behind my parents' back, and I didn't like them. Like, I don't like alcohol. Like, it's stupid. I don't know why people drink. And to be honest, I'm never going to tell my mother that. But if she ever watches this podcast, hi mom, I didn't drink. I don't know what you're talking about. But like, I want to try things like shrooms, and if I don't like it, I just won't fucking do it again. Like it's also not gonna be a thing that I do on the daily either. It's
Exactly.
even if I do like it, it's not gonna be fucking eating shrooms before I go take an exam or anything.
Another
like,
thing is
I
that
don't understand.
like parents are really like strict on drugs. They're very they think they jam it into their child's head that drugs are bad
Terrible.
instead of telling them
And that's what they-
drugs can do to you, like neurologically, what they do to you. Marijuana. I think that at least you can explain to your child what happens when you do these substances and let them see for themselves.
Yeah,
I'm not
like,
saying let them do
Adderall-
cocaine, but fucking, like, dude, come on.
Oh no. Oh no.
Don't let
Adderall
little
is
Timmy
just-
go around with black tar heroin.
Yeah, like
But, like,
Adderall is just,
A little
it's
bit
just,
of like weed, it's harmless, okay?
yeah, like yeah, it's gonna fuck up my brain right now because my brain is still developing and it's gonna block certain parts of that. But I know the fucking risks. I know what I'm doing with it. I'm not gonna overdo it and do something stupid either. And like most of the time, I don't even feel like doing anything. I'm just a couch potato when I'm high. It's nothing big. It's not like I'm going out and fucking shooting up a school.
Yeah, you think a stoner would be capable of robbing a bank? No. He can't even comprehend he's holding a gun. He doesn't care.
Put the money
He's
in
hungry.
my ass.
Remembering where his keys are. Like,
Yeah, because
come on
literally,
Yeah.
I'll either be
He just
like,
wants some
such
Five
this
Guys, bro.
Yeah, like
I'll
I'll be
be
on
the-
FaceTime with Jaden and we'll be smoking.
Like,
and
I
shit,
just
and I'll
want
be
to
like,
chill
"Where's
and
my
listen to some
phone?"
music when I'm high.
Yeah, exactly. Or like play
Like-
games and just vibe.
It's a
I
calm
get really
down.
tired.
Me too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mostly use it to go
These
to
people
sleep.
these people that you see out here robbing banks and shit, man, and like doing
They're
all this
not
crazy
high
shit,
on
like
weed.
killing. No, they're on bath salts or some crazy
Yeah,
shit like
fucking
coke.
best. You remember that one dude in like 2018 that ate somebody's face off while he was high on bath salts?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, look it up,
Yeah, you
Zephyr.
didn't see that? It was in Florida. I
No.
was growing.
Oh, of
Oh,
course it was
I'll tell you about
in
it.
Florida.
So
People
when I
are
was growing
talking
up, I
about some
remember
zombie shit and it's gonna be a
Dude.
pandemic.
Yeah, I was 40 minutes away from where it happened, and I was
It was on the
dude, I was
freeway
fucking
too.
scared. Yeah, it was scary. And
Almost dude was just
it
fucked
was-
up on some hardcore shit.
yeah, he was just fucked up, and then he started eating this guy's face, and he like tore his nose off, tore his eyes out, and all that shit. And
2012.
they
Holy
were
shit.
saying
Don't look at the video. There's a
that-
video, Zephyr. Don't look at it.
Yeah, there's a video. It's pretty creepy, but
Oh my god.
it's when you look at this shit, and it's like, dude, all these drugs and shit, like, what leads to that point? I've never seen. I don't know what would lead you to go to heroin or some hardcore drugs like that, but I also don't know what people's life story is, so I can't judge. But I will
Well,
say
Yeah,
that,
it could be. It could be because their parents did it. And
Yeah, like what I was
Yeah,
trying to say
it could
earlier
be
before
many
me and Zephyr
reasons.
kept fucking each other up. Most children adapt with their parent, like they mimic their parents, and there's a cycle that doesn't stop unless you force yourself to break said cycle. Like my mom, she grew up in a very abusive household, and her parents did meth, I believe. I don't remember which one it was, but she broke the cycle, and I'm really glad she didn't, because I don't know what I'd do if I was being abused and my mother was smoking fucking crack cocaine, you know?
yeah, it's good. I'm very happy that all of
Don't
us
do crack, kids.
got out
Crack
of that
is
cycle.
whack.
Because I mean,
Cocaine in your
I think
brain.
we've all had some, trouble in our lives with either drug abuse or any abuse or any of that, and it's fair to say that
Alcoholism or
yeah. But everyone has their thing, and I think that if you can just talk to those people, like if they were able to talk to someone and really get told what they need to hear, like of course they're told it's okay, but you need to give them options on how to fix them rather than just telling them, to go through these
Go
few
fix it
steps.
yourself.
Yeah, but rehab is very good. I'm not saying that rehab is bad, but we don't put a lot of people in rehab, we just send these people off.
Realistically,
Like
no, we really don't.
You go to rehab, you get a slap on your wrist, and then you're just back out doing whatever you were doing again. Because
That's exactly how. That's exactly
Yes.
how it is. Like prison treats you like an animal. You're gonna come out like an animal.
Yeah, you're
You
gonna
don't
come
get-
out worse than you went in. It's not a rehabilitation center. It's a fucking. It's basically a concentration camp if you boil it down, because it's unsanitary. There's like sometimes there can be like 6 people in one tiny ass fucking room.
And there's
It's crazy.
prisons up in I think it's Norway, I believe, or Sweden. That
Yeah, they get like
are-
TVs and shit, and they're like very open about it, and they get rehabilitated. They're not treated like animals.
But it's because prison is meant to rehabilitate you to go out into the world again, and none of these prisons do that. None. I believe in America, none of these prisons are really bringing you back to, a good life. They're not. You're
Like,
just going to be
society.
jammed into a cell with someone who's probably going to tickle your booty hole, and you're not going to have a good time for a few years.
Yeah, you
Depending.
could have evaded. You could have been charged with a tax
Around
evasion.
Mr.
You'll
Two
come out.
Soups.
You can go
But
in
the-
a tax evader and you come out a fucking stone cold killer. Like it makes you worse
No
than
reason.
you were.
For no reason.
Like people who go, like imagine people who go in there for marijuana and have been in there for like 7 years. Like what did they do to deserve to be in jail for that? They shouldn't.
And then you have the people that are rapists that get out in
They
like 3
also-
months.
They also need to like take certain things, like certain charges, like off of like plea deals. Because my coworker, he got charged for rape, but took a plea deal to only go to jail for a year for battery, assault, and 10-year probation.
The shit
And he's
like
not
that-
on the registry. He's not on the registry.
That's
and
fucking
that's
stupid.
Shit that we talk about. It's like really, you're gonna give this guy, you're gonna give a guy who was selling marijuana, like a few pounds of marijuana, 6 years, and then you're gonna make a rapist get out in a year. Like that, it is such a problem, and I don't know how we can fix it because no one's looking for that. They're looking for the next buck, how to make the next, billion for America, how to save. And of course, there's other things like pollution that we're putting, but we don't even put much money into that. America doesn't really care about that as much as we say we do. Of course, there's groups, but overall, no one in the government is really putting big money towards pollution or space travel, which are the things that we should think about,
Actually,
Didn't fucking Jeff Bezos
Elon
step down as
Musk.
CEO to
Elon Musk is working on his space travel, and
Yeah,
I'm saying
Hey,
I know Elon Musk, but Elon Musk isn't getting, like, of course he's making a lot of money. I don't think he's getting a lot of money from big figures like
the government.
the government. Yeah.
yeah, no,
they're
he's
not-
getting his own money. He's making his own money from Tesla and shit like that.
Tesla,
Like-
fucking.
But that's sad because he's done more in the last 10 years than a lot have done in the
NASA.
past, decades.
Like, dude
So-
got bored in 2018, built a tunnel under LA, made a hat called the Boring Company to support the tunnel, then got bored with the hats, made 10,000 flamethrowers, then made a rocket, shot his Tesla into space, and the rocket fucking landed itself. Like, what the fuck?
He is
shit,
literally a
man.
fucking meme, dude.
He's a child, but, like, he's doing
love
more than
Elon,
NASA
though.
has.
Elon is such a good person.
Elon's
and
fucking
people
awesome.
don't like him.
Mhm.
People don't like him because he's honest, but I'm sorry that you're sensitive.
He's a little childish. I feel like he'd be a great president, to be honest.
Yes.
Like,
Elon for office 2024.
Elon for
I don't think
office-
he'd ever go to, but I don't ever
No,
think he'd go to.
He's not
No, he'd
political
never
at
do
all.
that. No. He doesn't even like people that much.
He's a little political, but yeah, he wouldn't.
Did you see that? Did you see that,
Stocks dropped because he smoked weed once. You really think he's gonna run for office?
Dude, his stocks are gonna
He
drop
could.
farther,
He
dude.
didn't even smoke the weed. He didn't even.
Yeah, he
inhale
just
it.
held the joint.
Yes,
Or,
he
like,
did.
he puffed. No, he puffed on it, and
No,
then
he didn't even puff
like,
it. He didn't inhale.
yeah, the first time, yeah, he just puffed it like a cigar.
I want to see him really like smoke a joint with Joe. Just really crank one in there
With
some
Joe
good
Biden?
like
Awesome.
rapper weed.
No, Joe Rogan.
I know. I was making it funny.
Joe
Joe
Biden?
Biden, though. That'd be really
Joe
cool.
Biden? Joe Biden would fucking die. Like,
He has- he
actually.
has
Maybe
type 2
his
brain
stutter
damage.
would go away.
Imagine
his-
smoking. Okay,
Maybe he could
alright,
Bro,
actually
maybe
imagine
guys-
being as senile as Joe Biden. Like, he's literally like, so here's my wife. Oh, wait, no, that's my sister. Y'all pulled a switcheroo on me. This is my
alright,
wife.
If you guys can invite 5 people to the smoke sesh, who would it be? All time.
Joe Rogan, Wiz
celebrities,
Khalifa,
anybody.
Seth Rogen, Snoop
Matt
Dogg,
Seth
Miller's
Rogen,
got
Lil
okay,
to be one.
fully
Dicky,
respect.
Lil Dicky, and we need a comedian here. Who's a stoner comedian?
Oh, Adam
Joey,
Sandler.
you probably don't know him.
Adams.
Adam
Sandler,
Sandler.
Bro,
maybe.
Adam fucking
I'd have-
Sandler. That would be pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Adam
Alright,
fucking
alright.
Sandler.
I'm gonna go with Snoop Dogg, one.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go. I have
Oh,
to
yeah.
smoke with Snoop. Joe Rogan, of course. Let me think. Joe Biden, he's
Seth-
invited. And
He's invited to the cookout.
I would invite Seth Rogen, but there's a lot of people that I would with. Let me see. Who would I love to smoke with? I'm trying to think. Michael B. Jordan. I wanna smoke with him. Because he's, or Matthew McConaughey, because I love Interstellar. So
Ooh.
instead of Michael B. Jordan, Matthew McConaughey.
And he's
And
basically
one
a
more.
fucking.
Stellar is a hard hitting.
He's basically
Oh,
an
yeah.
assistant coach for the fucking Longhorns at this point. He doesn't miss a game for any of their sports. He literally sits right next to the bench too.
J.
But he
Cole.
literally.
I'd
Oh,
smoke with J. Cole. Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna redo my list. Snoop Dogg, Lil Dicky,
Lil Dicky would be
Seth
so
Rogen.
funny at a fucking
Yeah.
smoke set.
I need comedians. So I got a rapper, 2 comedians.
I'd have to really think about it because there's some good people that I can think of that I just can't think of right now.
Oh, Gabriel
yeah.
Iglesias?
Mm,
But see, I don't think I'd like to smoke with him. I just have a conversation with him. I wouldn't
Yeah,
get high with
he's-
Gabriel.
he's funny, but yeah, I don't think I could chill. Like, he's a little
Dave
too crazy to be
Chappelle.
high with.
Fuck Matthew McConaughey.
Oh
Dave
my
Chappelle.
God.
Dave
love
Chappelle.
that.
Hell
He would
yeah.
have you dying of like your abs would be so
Dude.
sore afterwards. Oh my
I would
God.
love to smoke with Dave Chappelle. That'd be so funny, bro.
That
I would
man's is
laugh.
hilarious.
Do you guys know who Tom Segura is? A comedian.
Yeah.
Dude, he's funny as
Yes.
fuck. I watched his recent specials. Oh, they're so good.
Oh.
All right, Parker, who would you invite to the sesh?
Number one has got to be Mac Miller. He's such a
Hmm.
cool fucking dude. Or he was a cool
Okay,
dude.
Okay.
Now he kind of a little below the ground.
He's
I
kind
don't
of
think
6
you
feet
can
under.
play with him. Yeah, but we'll bring him back.
Mm.
don't
Okay,
worry.
Ryan Reynolds. I forgot about him. Ryan Reynolds.
We'll,
He's
we'll have to
invited.
bring him back for that one, just for the smoke sesh. Let's see.
All right, so you got a rapper, get an actor, and a comedian in there.
Ryan Reynolds. That'd be a
Mhm.
cool fucking dude to smoke with.
Mm.
I feel like he's
That
a
would
really
be cool
down to
as
earth
fuck.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I want to smoke with
so
Tony
many.
Hawk. That'd be some cool shit.
Tony
Tony Hawk. That would be
Oh
cool
my
as
God.
fuck, bro.
Dude, Tony Hawk, hell
Ooh,
fucking yeah.
Mike Tyson. Oh my
Oh,
god.
oh, Tyke
Yo, what is-
Mython, bro.
Like my
I'd love to smoke with fucking Mike Tyson. Oh my god. That would be so cool.
I'd love to
Dude,
smoke with
Mike
Mike Tyson.
Mike.
I don't know. I feel like he tried to bite my ear off.
You're
He's
literally
so
a minor.
scary,
Chill out.
man.
You're literally a
He's
minor.
so
Chill out.
scary.
Zephyr, don't
If
act
you guys
like we're
saw
all
his-
a year away from being legal adults. Shut the fuck up.
Oh shit. You don't even remind me. That's actually scary. I'm not ready
Yeah.
for this world.
None of y'all niggas are.
Sorry, that's a word we can't say. You're gonna have to censor that.
And saving the bank. I know what I'm gonna do
We're gonna
once I
edit this little
graduate.
part out anyway.
But fucking
So what do you guys?
Tony
What do
Hawk,
you guys think? You
Ryan Reynolds,
Mac Miller, you forgot about him. He was a good
Mac
voice.
Miller. Who else?
I don't know. It's your fucking
good
list, dog.
people, man.
There's
I know, it's a
that's
good
the
list.
problem. There's so many good people.
Yeah,
I
ski
want to get at
mask.
least one female. I want to see like who is.
What
like,
you
my
trying to do,
overall
Jaden? Hey
celebrity
yo,
crush.
I don't
I
know
want to smoke
why.
at least. I wouldn't smoke with Wonder Woman.
bro. What about
Gal Gadot.
Rihanna?
Gal Gadot, bro, she's fine as hell. What do you mean?
She's
Yeah.
fine, but I wouldn't smoke with her. I don't like her
Bro.
accent. It annoys the fuck out of me.
Love her accent, bro.
Oh, Tom Holland. Tom Holland. Bro,
Tom Holland would be pretty cool.
he'd be
Smoking with
fucking
Tom
whack
Holland,
as
he's
fuck.
so lame. What?
No,
He'd
like
be
his.
so lame.
He already acts like a little kid. Now imagine what he's
Yeah.
gonna do when he's high.
Bro, he
Why would
would
you wanna
spoil
see that?
every Avengers movie to come.
Pause. Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Liam
Yeah.
Neeson.
motherfucker!
Motherfucking.
Motherfucker!
I wouldn't smoke with Liam Neeson. That would just be intimidating. I wouldn't.
You'd be like that one guy on SNL, or not SNL, late night show where he was like, "Hi, I have a question for Liam Neeson. Could you please threaten me?" There's somebody who legit did that. I'm not fucking lying.
I'm trying to think. I'm just thinking of like the generic actors, but there's one that I want because
We forgot about some Vital Boys.
Steve
I
Harvey.
wouldn't.
I'd have Steve Harvey. I don't know. He
Oh,
just
Steve
lectured me the whole
Harvey?
time. Nah, we
Oh,
forgot
Steve
about-
Harvey would be a cool one.
we forgot about the late great Black Mamba, bro. Imagine smoking with fucking Kobe. You've lived life.
I'm just
if you
smoking with
smoked Kobe.
Shaq. Dude,
He'd beat me up. I feel like he'd try to butt fuck me, no cap.
Why? What the fuck?
What?
He looks like he'd try to. Well, he looks like he'd try to
Chris.
James Charles use Efren.
Huh? What?
Circling back. Okay. Tupac or Biggie would have been a good one.
Ooh,
Love to smoke with.
Easy E, bro.
I wouldn't smoke with Easy. He's cool, but not that cool for me.
Dr. Dre,
Jay-Z,
Eminem, Jay-Z.
Eminem. There's so many people.
Imagine
that
smoking
can
with
be
Kid
viral.
Cudi.
Eminem, so I gave her an Eminem.
Bro,
I would
Eminem,
never smoke with
Eminem.
Kid Cudi.
Smoking with. Nah, I'd
Uzi
smoke
Vert.
with Kid Cudi.
Lucy.
Uzi would. He'd be
Lil
viable.
Uzi. He'd be a vibe.
He's invited to the smoke sesh. He can come.
We're just fine tuning our list at this point. We're not even talking about anything.
I know, right? We're just fine tuning the list. Hey, it's good though. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
that don't get enough recognition, man. Like the Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
I think nowadays doesn't get talked about enough. Even though, of course, people know him very well. But it's like, dude, the greats are kind of fading away now, and it's sad.
What about
I mean-
what about Muhammad Ali?
It's
Muhammad-
staying on the topic of boxing. It's sad. So boxing has been dying recently, and it's I hate to say it, but Jake and Logan Paul are high key ruining this sport because they're promoting it and they're making it have a comeback in the worst ways. Like
I
The
think
thing is,
no,
it's
no,
not serious
Jake,
anymore. No one takes
yeah,
boxing
Jake.
it's not
seriously.
serious.
Jake is running it because Logan didn't ever show up.
Logan didn't
And
do
I
anything. He
guess-
just wanted to fight
Yeah,
Mayweather and get a check. That's understandable.
Yeah. Logan
what
Logan was like,
Jake is doing is a joke. Everyone thinks it's a joke, and now everyone's taking.
He's
boxing
just doing
not,
it for
like,
clout.
No one takes boxing seriously anymore. That's why everyone either watches, UFC seriously because Dana White, takes that shit seriously. Doesn't really care for all that because why would you? He's a joke.
oh yeah,
Kid's a
if you were to fucking if you were to do that shit on UFC, then
He died.
fucking
I
Dana
feel like-
White would literally terminate his fucking contract.
No,
I
Dana
mean, he
White.
wouldn't
I
get
feel
a
like
contract in the first place.
yeah, he wouldn't get a
Oh, that
contract in
too.
the first place. Even if he did, Dana White would be roasting him the whole time, and he'd probably like have the refs stop the fight a little late just to teach Jake that lesson. Like you put Jake
Bring
in the fight.
Mario
with-
Yamasaki for back. All right, that one guy who just never
You-
stops the fights.
Yeah, you put Jake in the ring with Mighty Mouse Johnson. He's dead, or Khabib,
First
or
of all,
fucking.
That is, first of all, those aren't even the same weight classes. All right, I don't.
I listen.
No.
Still, he'd still fucking die.
Well, he still
Any,
most likely would, but he's
he's
fighting
gonna
people
die
who don't
against
even fight.
anybody he goes. He's gonna go again. If he goes against anybody from the UFC, he's probably gonna get his shit worked. Like he really
Now
wants
that
to
he's
fight
calling out
Conor
McGregor and
McGregor.
all that.
He would.
He's been
Conor-
calling
okay.
out McGregor.
Listen. A lot of people might not agree with me. McGregor isn't the old McGregor. He's not championship McGregor anymore. He's just regular fighter McGregor. He's average now. He's not as good as he used to be. He's out of
He's
his
getting
prime.
older. He's got a kid now. You know, it's understandable.
It's understandable. He was the two-time weight
He
was the
did.
two-time
He did
champion.
everything he needed to do.
Or
He
the
proved his
two-belt
point.
champion. Sorry, he proved everything he needed to prove. Now he's got millions. He's got his whiskey company.
Everything.
All of that. So now that he has this super fight coming up with Poirier 3, McGregor and Poirier 3, I don't know if he's gonna win this one. I don't have much faith.
Yeah,
but if he does,
if he loses,
that's awesome.
if he loses again, I feel like it'll probably be his actual retirement. But
It's
if he
over now.
wins this
Like,
fight,
everyone,
yeah, if he wins it though, I feel like he might try to push out a couple more fights out of himself. You know?
he was doing good. It's just those calf kicks, man. It fucked him up the whole
Mhm.
fight. So,
He didn't
I-
check him.
and now that Oliveira is the champ of the lightweight division, which I love Oliveira. I think he's an amazing fighter. He deserves it more than anybody in that division. And I think that Oliveira, McGregor's not gonna ever fight Oliveira. Oliveira is too skilled, and he's in his prime right now. McGregor is long past his. Well, actually, how old is McGregor? I need
37,
to
I
see.
think.
37. Yeah, he's way past his
Oh,
prime, and
he's pushing
not even
retirement.
fighting.
Well, even though there is only one champion in the UFC that is in his 20s. All of the rest of them are in like their 30s and shit. It's not about age. It's about
But
your
they-
skill.
No. But 30. All right. So 30 to 34 or 35 is your prime. That is your athletic prime.
Yeah,
So Kamaru Usman is, I think, 34. I believe 33 or 34. I don't know how old Ngannou is. Izzy, I know, is in his 30s. He turned like 31. Who's the other champion? Peter Yan. I don't like Peter Yan. I don't really care for his age. Who else? Fuck. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the other divisions. I can't right now. My bad. Oh, Figueiredo. Figueiredo is an amazing fighter. I love him too. Anyway, but I think he's also in his 30s. So it is about age, but more or less like the skill. Like McGregor's chin has been tested his whole career. It's not that like he's gonna start getting tested more, and you can only take so many hits, man, before your chin just gives out. Everyone's human.
y'all
so-
be back.
Doesn't Dillashaw also have a fight coming up?
He does actually. Who is he fighting again? I think he's fighting.
I have no
Corey-
fucking clue.
No. Yeah, Corey Sandhagen, which I'm so fucking hyped for that fight because Corey is
When
an
is that
amazing
fight?
fighter. I think it's in July, if I'm not mistaken. They did just put Holloway versus Yair, which is
Oh my god.
it's just gonna be a beating against Yair. Like he's gonna get so fucked up, and I can't wait for it because he just keeps dodging everybody. So it's just like. immense that like nobody can understand what you're going through in that mentality, right? I don't know what that is. I don't think nearly half the people, like even 99% of the people on this planet will never know that feeling, right? So like these, especially like these super athletes, like Michael Jordan when he was at his prime. Who else?
Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Magic Johnson. Yeah. But even other sports like Curry,
Tiger Woods.
Is Tom Brady like super famous? I wouldn't say Tom Brady's super famous. He's pretty famous though.
He's super famous.
Probably
He's
I just
still
don't care about
going
football
though.
enough. Is he? Didn't Drew
If you
Brees
want-
retire though?
Yeah, Drew Brees retired. Aaron Rodgers is the reigning MVP. This is the first time, actually, the last Super Bowl is the first time Patrick Mahomes has lost a game by double digits since high school. Was the Super Bowl.
Patrick Mahomes was carrying that whole team, man. Like the whole Super Bowl carried.
He was literally parallel to the ground, and he hit his fucking receiver in the helmet. He was parallel to the ground. He was fucking literally about to hit the ground. He sidearmed that bitch and it bonked him right in the fucking face mask.
Dude,
But the Dillashaw fight is on the 24th.
Is it? Ooh, that's gonna be a good fight. Yeah, you're gonna be here for that fight, right? Fuck yeah, bro. We'll watch that together. I'll have a good time.
That might have to be the week that I come over.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. But it's that mentality of like just being a winner is hard for people to grasp because so many people are like down in the ditch currently with this COVID shit, and a lot of I haven't seen that many rising stars currently because of all this COVID shit, and it's so hard on people that no one can really make a name for themselves. And of course that's what we're trying to do here with this podcast, just give you guys an insight on how we think and we are, and just overall how we can make things better and how we can spread positivity across this amazing platform. And we want to thank you guys, the few of you that we have so far. We're going to continue pulling out episodes every Monday. I want to thank you guys for joining us for, I think, the 5th episode or 6th episode of the podcast. Thank you guys, and deuces.
Adios, amigos.
Bye, boys.